Welcome back. Today we have Miriam Paris, who's running for re-election for Georgia House District 142. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm excited to have you here. I have a few questions for you. First off, what are the main priorities you plan to do if you are re-elected, and how do you plan on doing so?
One of the main focuses for me when I'm in the Georgia General Assembly is making sure that Macon, that Middle Georgia, is not overlooked when looking at economic development. Bringing jobs to our area and not just continuing to concentrate them in the metro, within 285. The perimeter is really important. There's the tale of the two Georgias. There's Atlanta, Georgia, and the rest of Georgia. Well, whenever I'm at the Capitol, I'm always fighting for the rest of Georgia, and which for me, of course, is Middle Georgia.
All right. Now, what makes you the best candidate for this? Why should you be re-elected?
Well, I think the level of experience that I bring to the table, as well as my connection to local officials. I know the mayor well. I know the mayor pro tem, very good friend of mine, and pretty much most of the commissioners I know. So there's a seamless thread there between the relationship I have at the state level with the local officials. And I think that matters a lot. Also, part of my history is that I know how to work well with others even when I don't agree with them. And I think that's really important in today's political climate. Knowing that just because we don't see eye to eye on everything about even a certain issue, is we can parse that out and find out where we do agree and make sure that we're doing what's best for the people, not for our party and not for ourselves.
All right. And next, I want to talk about, what is your reaction? We have seen record voter turnout. What does that show you about this upcoming election? Is that encouraging? How do you feel?
Well, I am encouraged that people are exercising their right to vote. Voting in America, people tend to sometimes take it as if it's a luxury. It's not a luxury. It's a responsibility that we have to our country. And I'm happy to see that people are turning out. I hope they're voting the right way. That will ensure that our democracy continues to flow and to serve the people that it was designed for.
All right, and what do you want to tell folks who haven't voted yet? What advice do you want to give them? What do you want them to know? What do you want to say?
So I want them to know that voting early is really important. I was talking to some, or I was speaking with some poll workers, and we just had a brief conversation about how important it is for people to get their vote in, so that on election day, it makes it a lot easier for them to get the numbers in, and we can get the elections processed as we need to. So I think it's just really important. And then the second thing is, you never know what's going to happen to you as far as day to day. You could be in a car accident. You could get sick. Somebody in your family could get sick. You may have to fly out. Whatever the case could be, we don't know from day to day. So if you go ahead and vote while you can, it's the same old adage: don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today.
That's right, and do it today. Go out and vote.
Do it today. Yeah.
Okay.
Go vote.
And
yeah.
Lastly, what do you want to tell voters?
Hey, voters, go to the polls. Vote for me, of course. I would love that. And just make sure that you're voting what is good for the country. Not just a sector of us, but for all of us. I think that the United States has been historic for that, and we need to just continue to push that agenda.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank
to find
you.
out more about this election or anything related to the upcoming November election, head on over to our website, 41NBC.com.